Hey guys, so it's a pretty gloomy day here in Seattle. So I just did a little bit of work on the boot process of the Pyra. It's getting a little better, still not quite there, but did some work on mine to move everything over from the eMMC. So now it just boots normally. I've been having to manually do the boots because my whole boot configuration is a little bit wonky. Since I've been doing mostly dev work, I'm not really working with kernel packages. I'm usually doing a Z-image, so I've got a manual boot process for that. But I streamlined a lot of that today. Hopefully we'll be getting fast boot in there. That'll make it really easy to kind of like flash and swap out partitions and the like. But I know some of you guys have been talking about i3. So I use i3 normally. So I decided to throw it on here and just load my config in. I needed to modify it a little bit, but it definitely needs some work to fit the Pyra itself. But just thought I'd show you guys what's going on with that. You know, just like normal, if you go up here, you can switch between if you've got GNOME or Mate or i3. We'll run i3. Oop, a little drift on the nub there. I think so that drift, don't get too scared about that. This is a pre-production unit, and sometimes if I close it up too tight, this nub gets stuck. But don't worry about that. That won't be there in the production unit. So let's load in. We got i3 going. The session comes up nice. You know, we automatically connect with the network manager and all that good stuff. As I said, config's not great right now. I've just got Alt as the modifier, but I think it might be nice to have a trigger or something be the modifier. But you know, we can open a terminal just like normal, modifier enter, get that going. Open up another one. We can switch to a new workspace. It runs really fast. This is running Dave Shaw's 3D acceleration, so that's really awesome. That's working super well. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but the keyboard and screen are dimmed pretty easily just with these. There's the brightness control key, and then just combinations of these. I forget the combination. It's kind of hard to. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see the keyboard's going down now, and then I think it's this one. Yeah, and it comes back up. So it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Someone asked about the light coming out of the nubs. No, there's no light under the nubs. It's just some bleed because mine are clear. But yeah, so I think someone mentioned with the new nubs, they won't be clear, so you won't get that. There's also a worry about being able to see the nubs in the dark, you know, with the brightness of the screen, and if you've got the keyboard lit, like there's no problem seeing those. There's plenty of light. This is actually pretty bright. Yeah, so I've got so we can open up Vim. Got Vim installed. Let's see, I've got a file here, I think. Yeah, so Vim pops up. I've got an error in my configuration, but don't worry about that. Let's see if I can get the, yeah, so my Vim config does, I forget how I configured it, but it's supposed to do transparency. That's not working. I can't remember if it relies on Compton or not for that. So if it does, it's probably just because I don't have Compton installed or configured, you know. All the graphics stuff is still in play, but you know, Vim works nice. Move around, type some stuff, all that stuff, and then I don't like that, so we'll just get rid of that. Boop, gone. And then I showed you guys this already, but we can do it again. Now it's like if you were from an i3 context, you know, you start up your launcher. I use Rofi, So just go ahead and launch RetroArch. It goes full screen, which is great. Just like before, go and choose a game. I've only got one game on here because I'm not really focused on playing with this thing. I do a little bit in the evenings and stuff sometimes, but I'm mostly focused on getting the software going. So just the one game. This is one of my favorite games. So now I've actually started it so I can show you some of the actual gameplay. Let's see if I can hop up here. No, I already talked to that guy. Let's see if I can find a fight. But as you can see, it's really smooth. I know it's only Game Boy Advance, so it's not super intensive, but oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I got confused about where I saved. I'd have to go through the whole thing. But yeah, it really runs great. I haven't really tried anything other than Game Boy Advance because, as I said, I've been mostly focused on the software. Really just been playing this in my free time because it's fun and I've got a great platform to play it on that works. But you know, I'm sure Dave Shaw will be showing you guys some other stuff as he gets the graphics working more solid. Probably get some like PlayStation or N64 maybe if we're lucky. But yeah, I mean, honestly, really great work from Dave. This is really running great. Overall, I mean, the graphics is really working. I think he said there's still some optimization to do. It still doesn't always link up perfectly well with like packages from Debian. But you know, we'll get there. I'm not so in tune with the graphics stack. I'm not super aware of how it works. Oh, here we go. But something about differences between OpenGL and OpenGLES. I don't know if I'll be able to get over this with one hand. Oh, there we go. Here we go. So here's like a little battle scene. As you can see, it's still running smoothly even in this. Oops. There we go. I don't know. Sometimes on the video you see a little flicker with the display. That's not there when you're really looking at it. There used to be a flicker issue, but Dave, I believe, fixed it. Something with the PWM frequency. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo! Yeah, no, it's really awesome. It's really running great. This thing's really coming together. The graphics fixes were a huge step forward. So real serious kudos to Dave for that. He worked some real magic to make that work. So cool. Well, you know, we'll be trying to get you guys some more stuff as more stuff gets working. I know you guys like the updates, and being able to see it is a whole different thing. Also, don't fret over my color and stuff. It's this is a pre-production unit, so this is from before any of the colored cases or anything like that. That's the case isn't perfect, but everything under the hood is more or less there.